Story time on what led my adoptive mom to tell me that she is no longer my mother and that I should dig my biological mother up and dust her off because perhaps I'll treat her better. Yes, she really said that. To give a little backstory before I get directly into it on where my headspace was dealing with my adoptive mom at this time, we had been going back and forth and bumping heads and not getting along for many years prior to this moment. But during this time of when this moment transpired, I was going to counseling at the time. She was too at the time. And, you know, things were supposed to grow and be a breakthrough. I'm learning different ways to try to communicate with her, be patient with her. And to be honest, this is all before I realized that she's a narcissist. You understand what I mean? So just to give a little context clue on why this wasn't what did it for me to exit her out of my life for good. So a day prior to this moment, my adoptive mom had asked me for some help towards her utility bill. Just keep that in mind. She had just asked me for help towards a utility bill. That's very important. Very important. So boom, next day, I got together with a friend of mine at the time, and we decided to go to City Streets. We decided to go shopping. Well, to be honest, we didn't go shopping. I'm riding with her just to get out the house type shit. She was shopping at the time for her babies. While we're shopping, my adoptive mom FaceTimes me. Okay. At this, like, if I'm being literal with y'all at this time, I'm like standing on my own ground, but that's my mom. I'm still there type thing, right? We're on FaceTime. Before I realize it, I realize she's noticing that I'm at a clothing store, and I'm instantly remembering, like, damn, she did just ask me for help on utilities last night basically, and I told her no. So she ain't gonna ask, she just automatically gonna assume that I'm in here shopping, which of course hearing the story, you'll be like, okay, that's not her business. It's not, but at the time I let it be a thing. It mattered. So when I answered it, you know what I'm saying, she did the regular, like, hey, what you doing? I told her, and she starts to notice my background, and I'm remembering that she just asked for help. So I automatically just started explaining what I was doing. So I'm looking at her and I automatically say, I'm just explaining myself. Basically, I'm not saying it without saying it. I'm not the one shopping. I'm just in here. Let's not do that. I'm just in here shopping. So it's just a little awkward. I tell her, you know what? Let me just call you when I get home because I can't concentrate on the phone. Y'all, I thought I hung up the phone. I didn't. So imagine phone in hand. I'm thinking I hung it up. I put it down. I really just start to overthink. Right. And I'm just like, I look at my friend and I was just like, I think she feel away because I'm in here and she probably think I'm shopping. And she just asked me for help with her utility yesterday. Y'all, the next thing I hear is, who said that? I didn't even, in other fish, she didn't say anything. She didn't say anything. So goddamn, I did hang up the phone. I'm calling 4K. Shit. So I look at my phone and say, okay. I straight up told her, no bullshit. I was like, listen, I just went off your facial expression. You just had that look on your face and you know where you be leading to, with that face. Like she's gonna call me later. So I just asked you, she just know how she operates, but she knows I'm with somebody. Anyway, so I'm just straight up telling her, like, if I'm wrong, I'm looking at her and I'm like, if I was wrong, I do apologize. Just let me just eat that one. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. My bad. I do apologize. Like I'm literally saying this shit right in the middle of the goddamn store. I apologize. Right hand to the man on my entire life. The next thing that came out of her mouth was, you know what? You know what, Kedra? Maybe I'm just not your mother anymore. I am no longer your mother. Perhaps you should dig yours up, dust her off, and you'll treat her better. I was, you know, on them criminal movies where like the judge slams down the little, I can't get my words out thing, and like the criminal itself, the perspective of like everything going blur and it's ringing in your ear and all that shit. Like that lady has said some pretty degradeful things, below the belt ass things way prior to this, but yeah, that's what led to her saying something to me so low. Like that's what led to that. But a narcissistic person, let alone mother, will say anything that they feel like they can, just see how far they can get away with it. I'm sharing this story with you, sis, and with anybody else that is listening because I really, really have the urge for those that are dealing with narcissistic parents that, it's what you allow for real, just like what you allow your boyfriend to do, girlfriend to do, your friend to do, your neighbor to do, your coworkers to do, your mom is included. And until you realize and get through the feelings, I'm not going to say put them hoes to the side. Now, once you get through the feelings and you remove the title, whether you are with your biological parent or you're not, you have to start looking at them for human to human, and that there are some, yeah, you genuinely have to start realizing things for what it is. Like the hopes and the dreams is one thing that you got to let go. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to see, and I say let them go because when you have hopes and dreams for a narcissistic person, you're now starting to self-sabotage. For real, for real. You have to realize things for what it is, right? And so I had to start realizing, which I have been peeping, but I've had to accept things for what it is. It sounds bad for my adoptive mom to say what she said to me and the things that she has said to me. I did not deserve them. I stand 10 toes now. I had 10 toes now. I have also done and said some things out of retaliation. That's not her fault. That's my fault. because I allowed her to have control over what came out of here and the thoughts that was you get what I mean? You get what I mean. Yeah, you have to realize things for what it is and then determine what you're gonna do about it. Because the amount of story times, and not just with her, but with just my experiences, period, to why I am the way I am today, a lot of scenarios would be easier to say, oh, hell yeah, I would to them, to them, to them. Everything is what you allow to happen in your life. And you do have the power and the strength and the knowledge and the wisdom. You are you to get away and get into a world full of peace, no matter who has to go. You have to want it for yourself. Or you can just get used to just blaming the things that are done to you. Yes, that was wrong to say. I would never say no shit to, I wouldn't even think to say no shit like that to my own children, let alone my worst enemy, to be honest with you. And I talk shit. I talk shit. Let me be very respectful towards myself. I used to talk cash money shit when I'm upset, but never to that degree, which doesn't make it any better. But that damn sure has taught me, like, I don't want to be a certain age with certain people around me, my grandbaby. I don't want to be a certain way. And I learned that through certain experiences, including the one I'm mentioning today. But you else that you have to deal with because of the hurt of what your mother said to you, oh, baby, that plays a part of your life, whether you realize it or not. I had to get undressed. I can't say the word I want to say because it's TikTok, but I had to get undressed and sit with my fucking self. Another reason why I'm a firm believer that spirit will have you in isolation. You will feel like Job and have nobody else around you. Nobody. Nothing. They lost it all, including yourself, and you still living. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Narcissistic, back to my main point, narcissistic mothers will do as much as you allow them to do. You can go through all the measures. Like I've done the, matching energy, counseling. I still desire to know, because I'm curious to know what happened to you that made you so low. Because again, it sounds terrible. She did raise me. She was supposed to be my mother. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the only one she's talked to like that. I'm not the only one she's degraded like that. I'm not the only one that she has insulted like that. Believe it or not, I'm not. I'm not. It just, you know what I'm saying? And before I end it, and a lot of y'all are not going to want to hear this, but it is the harsh truth. I'm about to say it, and I'm going to end it with this. At the end of the day, that lady is not my mother. She's not. She's not. She had a job to do, and she did it, and did a good damn job. Like, on some real shit, she really did. She'll never realize it, but she did. This is just my experience and my reality. But I've honored her and respected her. I've cleaned up where I know I needed to. I've apologized where I needed to. And I have accepted the very thing that she has told me more than once. Again, that was not the first nor the last time she has said some shit like that. That was just one of the lowest. You feel me? The reality of it is she's not my mother. But guess what? I do have a mommy. And I also have a daddy named Janice Elaine Cunningham and Samuel Dwayne Pratt. And they loved me. They loved me so much so that I was mentioned in both of their obituaries. So I now choose to honor them. They deserve it. This walk is for them. It's also for them that this shit personal. I've put my feet where they have been. So where that did hurt me, hurt my feelings being told that, again, like I just said, when you get out of your feelings and see things for what it is, the reality is she's not my mother. And I love my mama and I love my father. And I choose to walk and honor them the best way that I can, knowing that they're my angels and I never will get to reunite with them physically. Think bigger. When people treat you wrong and when people say certain things to you, especially you, when you get blindsided with it, don't look for the blame to make that type of shit okay. It's not okay. It's not okay if you were the one doing that. But think bigger and get through your feelings. I ain't gonna tell you to get out your feelings. Get through your feelings so you can then wake back up and see things for what it is. It's okay. It's gonna hurt. People gonna have the questions. They're gonna try to push you. But that's because they don't get it. And be grateful they don't get it. They didn't have to experience that. But yes, that was said to me. And I'm finally choosing to share it because I don't want any other woman or man out there, anybody out there, to have false hope towards their narcissistic parent at all. You got it, chin up. I love you. And for what it's worth, it don't nobody else believe you. I do. I believe you.